Imagine if I told you that the bottle of turmeric currently sitting in your kitchen is providing you with only a tiny fraction of the anti inflammatory benefits you think it is. Millions of us have turned to turmeric as a natural remedy for joint pain, inflammation, and general health. However, there is a startling reality that most people are completely unaware of. That golden spice, which promises so much, is actually holding back the vast majority of its healing potential. Many of you take it every single day, thinking you are doing your body a favor, when in truth, only a minuscule amount is actually being used by your system. But please do not throw your supplements away just yet. Stick with me because I am going to share a scientifically backed combination that turns turmeric from a minor helper into an absolute powerhouse against inflammation. This insight changes how we view natural healing and explains exactly how our bodies interact with plant compounds. Before we get into this game changing discovery, if you are new to our health journey, I want to welcome you to the community. We are building something truly special here, sharing evidence based insights to transform lives. My mission is to give you knowledge over fear, clarity over confusion, and science over guesswork. If you are excited to learn, hit that like button and do not forget to subscribe for more natural health solutions. Also, I would love to know where you are watching from. Drop your city or country in the comments. It is incredible to see us coming together for better health. Here is what researchers found when they looked at real people taking turmeric. When you consume turmeric or its active compound, curcumin, by itself, your body absorbs a shockingly small amount. Multiple peer reviewed journals have published research showing that curcumin has incredibly poor bioavailability. In plain English, most of what you swallow is broken down before it hits your bloodstream or passes right through you. Studies confirm that after oral intake, most curcumin is excreted, with only a trace amount reaching your blood and tissues. So, despite your dedication, you likely aren't getting the full benefits. Even when curcumin does enter your bloodstream, the problem continues. It is unstable at physiological pH and degrades rapidly in fluids. Your liver and intestines metabolize it so fast that very little reaches the organs that need healing. This explains why you might take it religiously but feel little change in your inflammation. It is not you, and it isn't the turmeric. It is the method. We have been using it wrong for decades, relying on tradition and marketing rather than biochemistry. Now, you might be thinking of black pepper. Yes, piperine and pepper helps absorption, but scientists have found something far more potent, a natural pairing that doesn't just aid absorption, but attacks inflammation via multiple pathways. This discovery centers on tart cherries, specifically the Montmorency variety from Michigan. Unlike sweet cherries, these are packed with anthocyanins, deep red pigments that block inflammation enzymes. Studies show these cherries have significantly higher anthocyanin content than sweet ones. And modern science is finally measuring the therapeutic value of cherries that traditional cultures only suspected. The clinical results are remarkable. In a randomized controlled trial published in the journal Nutrients, older adults aged 65 to 80 consumed 480 milliliters of tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks. The results? A significant drop in inflammatory markers. Specifically, the tart cherry group saw C reactive protein levels, a key indicator of systemic inflammation, drop by 25% compared to baseline. They also saw an 11% reduction in oxidized LDL cholesterol and better DNA repair activity. This proves tart cherry juice isn't just food, it is a functional intervention with real physiological impact. Research on athletes is just as impressive. A study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition followed 54 healthy runners who drank tart cherry juice for 7 days before a long distance relay race averaging over 26 kilometers. Those who drank the juice had significantly less muscle pain during and after the run compared to the placebo group. Researchers credited this to the high antioxidant and anti inflammatory properties of the cherries, suggesting they support bodies under the stress of strenuous activity. Here is where it gets fascinating. Published research shows that tart cherry anthocyanins block cyclooxygenase COX enzymes, the exact pathway targeted by drugs like ibuprofen. Studies confirm these anthocyanins decrease COX-1 and COX-2 activity, naturally inhibiting a major inflammation pathway. This suggests a gentler way to calm inflammation without the risks of long term medication. Now imagine combining these two forces. Curcumin from turmeric blocks the NF-kappa B pathway, which is essentially one of the body's master switches for inflammation. Research in the Journal of Immunology documents how curcumin inhibits NF-kappa B, preventing the degradation of I-kappa B alpha and blocking inflammatory gene expression. Meanwhile, anthocyanins from tart cherry juice are blocking the COX pathway. When you put them together, they don't just add up, they multiply each other's effects by hitting entirely different biochemical targets. Scientists call this a synergistic effect. You are simultaneously shutting down inflammation through two distinct mechanisms, creating a comprehensive effect neither could achieve alone. The science backing this is compelling. A groundbreaking 2021 study in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences looked at patients with colorectal adenomatous polyps, precancerous lesions linked to inflammation. Researchers gave 27 patients either a curcumin and anthocyanin combination or a placebo for 4 to 6 weeks before surgery. The results were striking. The combo led to a significant borderline reduction of NF kappa B expression in tissue with a geometric mean ratio of 0.72. There was also a trend toward reduced cell proliferation markers. Researchers concluded that this mix positively modulates tissue biomarkers of inflammation. This proves the combination doesn't just mask symptoms, it influences biological processes deep within the tissues. Think about the cellular level. Chronic inflammation, the kind driving arthritis and heart disease, keeps your inflammation switches stuck on. Curcumin turns off the NF kappa B switch, while anthocyanins turn off the KOX enzymes. This multi angle approach is a far more intelligent strategy than relying on a single compound. So, what does this mean for your daily life? Reviews and meta analyses show curcumin significantly reduces markers like C reactive protein, TNF alpha, and IL 6. Some studies even find it as effective as certain anti inflammatory drugs for osteoarthritis pain and function. Tart cherry juice shows similar promise. Research and current developments in nutrition indicates it can reduce uric acid levels in overweight adults. In a crossover study, participants drinking 240 milliliters daily for 4 weeks saw significant uric acid reductions. This is huge for those with gout, as lower uric acid can reduce flare ups. Combining these gives you a dual approach to joint comfort. For active people, a review on exercise recovery found that tart cherry juice consumed days before and after intense exercise speeded up strength recovery and lowered inflammation. The researchers emphasized timing, noting the best benefits came when consumed for several days before the activity. They even coined the term precovery, highlighting that addressing inflammation proactively works better than reacting to it later. Sleep is another benefit. A pilot study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that older adults with insomnia who drank tart cherry juice for 2 weeks saw significant improvements in all sleep variables, likely due to natural melatonin and anti inflammatory properties. Better sleep is linked to reduced inflammation and improved metabolic function. Making this powerful mix is remarkably simple. You need 1 cup, or about 240 milliliters, of pure tart cherry juice. Check the label to ensure there are no added sugars. You want 100% tart cherry juice, specifically the Montmorency variety used in studies. To this, add 1 teaspoon of high quality turmeric powder or finely grated fresh root. Finally, add a small pinch of black pepper, as the piperine is essential for curcumin absorption. Mix it thoroughly in a blender or shaker. The tartness of the juice actually masks the bitter turmeric, making it surprisingly pleasant. Consistency is key. Research suggests drinking this before bed to capitalize on the melatonin for sleep. For athletes, drink it for several days before, during, and after an event. Just remember, natural compounds work more gradually than drugs. Give yourself at least 1 to 2 weeks of daily use. In studies, older adults saw that 25% drop in CRP over 12 weeks, while the polyp patients saw results in 4 to 6 weeks. Patience matters. Before starting, consult your healthcare provider, especially if you take blood thinners like warfarin, as both ingredients can affect clotting. If you have diabetes, be aware that 1 cup of juice has 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrates. While studies didn't show significant glucose spikes in obese adults, you must monitor your levels. Also, factor in the roughly 180 calories into your diet. Most study participants tolerated this well with over 90% compliance, so it is generally easy to add to your routine. The combination of turmeric and tart cherry juice represents a scientifically supported method to manage inflammation naturally. By targeting two different pathways at once, this pairing offers a more comprehensive effect than either ingredient could alone. Research has demonstrated clear benefits for inflammatory markers, joint comfort, exercise recovery, and potentially even cardiovascular health. The simplicity of making this drink makes it accessible to anyone wanting to support their body's natural processes. Please give yourself adequate time to notice the benefits. Research studies typically showed improvements within 4 to 12 weeks of consistent use. Pay close attention to your body. Do you wake up with less stiffness? Are your joints more comfortable? Is your post workout soreness less intense? Or are you sleeping more soundly? Remember, managing chronic inflammation is a long term game. Your body thrives on steady nourishment rather than occasional fixes. If this video gave you valuable insights into natural inflammation management, please type yes in the comments. That simple word tells us you found this helpful and motivates us to create more evidence based content. If you enjoyed learning about this powerful combination, make sure you hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss our upcoming videos on natural health, nutrition science, and functional medicine. Share this video with anyone you know who struggles with inflammation or joint discomfort. Knowledge is more powerful when shared. Together, we are creating a movement toward informed, natural health choices. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our community. Until next time, take care of yourself.